can y'all introduce yourself?
My name's Eric Trojanowski, and I'm PJ's dad.
I'm PJ.
I'm Melanie Trojanowski.
PJ, just how cool is this for you to kind of come and spend some time with kids?
It's really cool because I've never actually watched the team practice before, and so I've enjoyed watching them and playing with them.
Melanie, just this experience, and is it special, especially just with all PJ's obviously been through?
Yes, sir. It's been really crazy for us. I'm not sure if they shared with you. Tomorrow is actually 7 years from the day that she was diagnosed here in Waco, right at the Premier ER, right up the street. And so it's kind of
like right after a Baylor game.
Yes, sir. So 7 years ago yesterday, we came and watched the men play, and she started feeling poorly. She got sent home from school the following day, and then that Friday, went to the pediatrician, and they checked her out and couldn't find anything, but said she started feeling poorly, bring her to urgent care. And we ended up there thinking, the worst of the worst is an appendicitis or something like that. Never expecting, cancer. That's just not something that comes, normally in your conversations. And so 7 years ago tomorrow, so full circle for us, but we're so grateful to the American Cancer Society for bringing us here, and for Coach Drew and his team. Everyone has just been so phenomenal, giving to us from their time and their hearts, and just welcoming her, welcoming us. It's been wonderful, and a really great way to celebrate tomorrow, to be down, on the court with them, so close, and just to put the bad memories to the side and just take that day back and make it a positive memory. It's been wonderful, so we're just very grateful.
How long has PJ been in remission?
So she was diagnosed in January. She achieved remission in August of that year, and then we had to wait 5 years from that remission date. And so 5 years after that, her doctors declared her cancer-free, or the word they used that really just struck as cured. And so she's now about 1.5 years cured, and just kicking butt and taking names and just taking over the world. We like to sit back and watch and see what she's going to do from here. And so it's been a tough journey, don't get me wrong, but watching her, she was only in kindergarten. I mean, think back to when you were in kindergarten, when these kids were in kindergarten, and then watching her fight and just really battle, and look at where she is now. I mean, you'd never know it if you didn't know it. And so it's amazing. She's a great kid.
PJ, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't really know that, but I'd say like a hockey reporter.
That's my favorite.
Hockey team?
What?
Who's your favorite team?
Oh, Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
PJ, how did it feel shooting around that basketball with those players back?
Nerve-wracking because they're all like 7 feet and I'm only 4 feet tall.
But you were making shots.
Yeah.
So, you play a little basketball?
Not really. I only do it in free time in my classes.
PJ, up close and personal, do they look even, like you said, they all look 7 feet. Did they look even bigger when you were there?
Yes, very much.
And fast.
Very fast.
Intense. They're just so fast. Yeah, for being that big. So.
For you as a dad, I mean, just journey and what's kind of the emotions?
Well, I mean, obviously, anybody who goes through cancer, and we've all been touched by it, but when you have your child and you watch them, go through the treatment, it's not easy. But then, if I could go back and make it to where she never had to experience that, obviously we would, but the journey has brought us to places like this and to meet all these different people, and so it's been really special to watch her kind of grow through this process and learn from this, and just the people that we've met along the way. We cherish that for sure.
PJ, when you go to tell your friends about this, at school, what are you going to tell them?
That I went to the Baylor basketball guys practice, and I got to play with them, and then I went to the game and I sat on court and I watched them play.
How bright are the lights?
Oh, yeah.
Really bright.
What's been the coolest part of it all?
Of this or of Cancer.
The whole experience.
I mean,
I think you're going to look forward to the sneakers.
that's cool.
Yeah, she's really enjoys art.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Coach Drew gave her his sneakers, and so we've got some big plans for decorating them for the game tomorrow, so we're excited for that.
Yeah.
DJ, what does it mean to you that Baylor is like been celebrating?
I'm very thankful because I know that they're like close to us, and I'm glad that they recognized me. Not glad, grateful that they recognized me because I've put in a lot of hard work, I guess, and I'm glad I get to be celebrated, and I'm grateful that they celebrated me.
Jay, are you also grateful for, what the American Cancer Society is doing?
Yes, very much, because like without them, I don't think I'd be able to be here and be talking to y'all.
She was in kindergarten.
Yes, sir.
Seventh
Seventh
She's in
grade.
7th grade right now. Yep. Yep.
Everybody good? Yeah. All right. Thank you all.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Have fun tomorrow.
Thank you. What do I do now?
Oh, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a very long week. We just excited to get back in the groove of things, get back to the next game, just trying to move forward and, just get this dub tomorrow for sure.
Does it make it a little longer when you lose and you're not able to kind of turn around and play right away? Or?
Yeah, we're all competitors, so we want to get back out there. And my dad used to actually say, "You're only as good as your last game." So we lost our last game, and that's all we've been thinking about this week. So we're just happy just to get back out there tomorrow and just have a chance to get a victory.
Has there been anything that's been the focus or main focus last few days?
We mainly just been focusing on defense, rebound and finishing plays, really, because, down the stretch, we got to finish plays, can't give up offensive boards, and different things like that. Just little things to help us close the games in situations like, the Big 12 is a one-possession game, so every possession matters, and we just look to close it out. Yeah.
We hear that all the time. Big 12 is a one-possession game, and then y'all go out and play, and every game is like that.
Yeah.
What have you guys taken out of all these close games?
Just trying to practice, end-of-game situations and just learn from our mistakes and just learn how to close out games. I feel like once we get better at that, we compete with anybody in the country right now. But it's just about that one possession, end-of-game. So in practice, we've been working on end-of-game situations. And as we get better at that, I feel like we'll be better as a team for sure.
Like, so kind of going along with that, you guys had a scoreless, or at least a field goal-less drought to end at Texas. How do you guys kind of go about those late game situations, stalling out?
We just keep playing basketball. We listen to our coaches, trust our teammates, and, we just try to hope for the best outcome. We practice every day on game-ending situations, so we just want to make sure that our work is shown out there on the court.
What was that first half like? They were hitting threes, you guys were hitting threes. Watching it felt like a video game.
Yeah.
That was some pretty incredible shooting.
Yeah. It was very tough, but most of the shots that they were hitting were contested. So we knew that that wasn't gonna happen the whole game. So we just tried to stay focused, just try to contest every shot as much as we can, miss or make, and just focus on blocking out and just getting a rebound and going the other way for sure.
When you go on those droughts, Langston, where we may not get those field goals, it seems like the defense is able to step up and keep you in it. Where does that mentality come from and just keeping you guys stout defensively?
Especially on the road, we don't know if we're going to make shots, but we all know that we can just give effort, do our best on defense, and try to do our best to stop them from scoring. And that's what we look into, because on the road it's tough to make shots sometimes. And as long as our defense is there, we can hang with anybody.
For either one of y'all, as Baylor athletes, you get some opportunities, hosting over that cancer. What's that like, and what do you try to do in those moments?
I feel like it's just a blessing just to be a part of that opportunity, I know at my last school, you know, a lot of opportunities weren't given to me like this, so I just try to make the most of it, you know, just try to play hard, you know, play tough, you know, just play like it's my last every game, because you never know when she's going to come back and, you know, watch us again. So, yeah, just try to dedicate this game for her, for sure.
Yeah, you know, that's where the others comes from, and the G's others yourself. You know, we're touching others with our play, and just her having the opportunity to come to these games and just have the opportunity just to be around the team, you know, it just means a lot to us.
TCU's had some big wins, big games. What do you see?
You know, they're a tough opponent. You know, everybody in the Big 12 is tough. We know we're going to be in a dogfight, and we're just going to try to be the winners, you know, knock them down early, and just keep our foot on the gas.
Jade, how nice is it just to be after a couple games on the road?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great, you know, just, you know, being back at home feels great, you know, having a crowd on our side, you know, for the most part is just a great feeling for sure. So I can't wait till tomorrow to see what the future holds for sure.
Anything else?
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Well, you know, this week's really been a blessing from the standpoint you're such in a rut, per se, where it's prep, play, evaluate, prep, play, and you never really get a chance to work on your own team. And after playing a couple Big 12 games, now being able to assess areas that we can get better at, being able to spend a couple days just on us and not prepping for a team, hopefully will be really beneficial. It's a special group coming to practice. I mean, they're really coachable. They really want to learn. They really compete. They want to get better. When you take a step back, you have one player that was in our starting lineup that was playing last year at Baylor. Ray J's new, Jaden's new, Jacoby's new, Eve's new, and it's Big 12's best conference in the country, so it's a different experience for everybody playing in the Big 12. And we've won 3 close games. We've lost 2 close games. The goal is one play we say never defines a game. It's to get good enough that you're up 10, so one play doesn't matter.
Coach, having PJ here and her family, what's that like after that experience?
Provides a perspective. We start practice and we take turns. Different player coach starts out just what we're grateful for, just to make sure we know we're all blessed to be able to do what we do. And in life, sometimes we're always so busy in such a rut. We're all so blessed with health and opportunity to do things that we love to do. And PJ being here, you see toughness, you see grit, determination, but you're also blessed because you see that she's been able to fight her way back through cancer, and she's cancer-free, and to see how she just is high on life and excited about what life opportunities offer. And, she did a great job dropping some dimes. I told Ray J he did a good job teaching her, because she threw a great alley-oop pass to Kayla. We might have to check her in the game tomorrow. But that's just that's what one of my favorite things about sports is. It's about life. It teaches you to handle success, adversity, to overcome, persevere. And the great thing is you get a chance to meet a lot of people, and you get a chance for our players. They have a chance to be role models, and PJ's a role model and example for all of us, and an inspiration for all of us.
Did a lot of really good things. Do you try to not let the outcome overshadow the things that you did?
Yeah, I appreciate the optimism. I like that. But I can tell you, when you pour so much into it, it's at the end of the day, you win. It's like getting the paycheck. You lose, you don't. And defensively, we did a lot better job second half, and they made a lot of shots, regardless if our defense was good or not in the first half. 9 for 11 from 3, but we could have done a better job on the glass. We were tremendous against K-State on the glass. We weren't good against Texas. And then we shot free throws well. We shot the ball a lot better, but our defense wasn't as good as it was against K-State. So, I mean, you got to be good on both ends if you ever want to have a chance to get separation. And I know the one thing when you watch a game, the first thing is you go back and you assess what you personally could do better. And as a coach, are we getting good shots? Are we not getting good shots? Defensively, are they making tough shots, or we having breakdowns and they getting easy shots? And down the stretch, there were a couple that we could have gotten better shots, but our shot selection was a lot better as a whole from K-State to Texas. So really, we missed some shots that you can't miss. TCU, again, what you love about the Big 12 is every game is a challenge, and they're all unique because they all have different strengths. TCU, Coach Dixon's done a great job in bringing in experienced players. Third most experienced team out of 363. They got a couple guys that were there when the school was founded, and they got every degree right now. But that experience it brings maturity and toughness, and I mean, Coach Dixon always does a great job, and TCU's a team that can beat anybody in the country, and just like anybody in the Big 12. Then go to the NCAA tournament, get to a Final Four or not, and you have to be ready to go. With us, it's a lot of guys that we've faced in the past. Unfortunately, our current players haven't because we have so many new ones. But so we do have some tendencies and know what they do. But another challenge, and I know. Seems like most Big 12 coaches joke. I mean, you really don't have to watch the Big 12 games to the last minute. I mean, you can do whatever you want for the first 39. Just tune in for that last minute and see what happens. No. but I tell you, it's. I mean, TV has to be really excited with just the competitiveness in the Big 12 and how great the games and atmospheres and environments are.
You kind of take a step back and realize, it's 2 losses, but you still have something that you kind of talk about.
Well, yeah, I think, again, a week off allows you to have perspective on things, and we didn't think anyone would just lose 2 games and win the Big 12, but I think at the end of the day, we want to play our best basketball at the end of the year, and what areas do we have to become more consistent and improve in so that we can do that. And so often in coaching and games, it's like plugging holes. Like one game, using the football analogy, the run is awesome, and then the next week the run disappears, and you're like, wait, can't we just be consistent? And like with us on our offense and defense and rebounding and taking care of the ball, that's one thing we've done a much better job taking care of the ball, and hopefully that continues. But this team does a lot of good things. They're really fun to work with. They got a lot of potential, and because of the newness, I continue to think our best basketball will be at the end of the year, especially as long as the chemistry stays like it is, because culture, joy, it's Jesus, others, yourself, and as long as you're playing and for those priorities, anything can be accomplished.
With the way, like you said, it's been different. So was there any one focus over these 3 or 4 days, or was it?
Well, you're always. It's like my dad said in recruiting, you don't shave for a day, you look like a bum. So, but I mean, you're gonna in basketball work on the fundamentals every day. You're not gonna miss anything. But I think we tried to get more consistent in a couple areas, and with those areas, if we can do that, our rim protection on defense, our transition defense, and then if we can get a little more consistency on the glass. We've been one of the best rebounding teams in the country, and that's got to be there every night.
You have with LeBron James.
He just loves Baylor.
How'd that come about?
It helps to have Taurean Prince with the starting lineup and in LeBron's ear.
Anything else? All right.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.